Hello everyone. Before we begin, I thought that it might be more fun and engaging to let my Bitmoji provide the on-screen entertainment so that you can enjoy his on-screen antics while sitting back and hopefully picking up a thing or two. However, you'll still have to suffer my voice. Now with that out of the way, let's get started, shall we? In this PQP class, as we continue our work to support student success, I'd like to perhaps revisit this concept of professional learning communities, or PLCs. So in this video, I'd like to briefly explore both what a PLC is, how it can help us collectively improve our practice, and most importantly, enhance the learning for all our students. I'd like to begin by saying that I think a PLC is a really good opportunity for a dedicated team of educators who are working together, learning together, and ultimately growing together for the benefit of our students. At its core, a PLC has a few key ingredients. Firstly, it's about ensuring that students learn, and our primary focus isn't just on teaching, but on the impact our teaching has on how students achieve and what their outcomes are. Secondly, PLC also thrives in a culture of collaboration, which means, as educators, we have to work in meaningful teams. We need to engage in an ongoing cycle of asking critical questions, sharing our knowledge and experiences, and this will deepen our collective understanding of what it is we are actually trying to do. This collaboration also means that we need to be collective in curriculum decisions. So as a team, we have to work together to determine what the most important things are for our students to learn, and then we have to prioritize what our standards are, and then clarify what our benchmarks are so that we can meet the targets we have set for our students. And finally, we have to focus on results. So we will use team-developed common formulative assessments, so ones we have created together, to see how our students are progressing. And this data is not about the individual teacher or class. It's about understanding what our students know and where they need more support. And it also helps inform our teaching strategies and where we need to move in the future. So why should we invest any time and energy in developing effective PLCs? Well, the benefits are significant for both students and ourselves as educators. For students, PLCs can lead to more consistent and effective instruction across classrooms, target support where they struggle, and also provide enrichment when they excel. And when we're all aligned on what's essential and how to assess it, our students then receive a more coherent and impactful learning experience from us, the educators. And then as educators, PLCs also provide a powerful platform that we can grow professionally. We learn from each other's strengths, we can collectively problem solve any challenges that we come across, and we can build a stronger sense of our shared purpose in the building. It's about continuous improvement, which should be driven by our collective wisdom and a focus on what works best for our students, because that, at the end of the day, is why we're here. As we attempt to move forward in strengthening our PLCs, it's important to acknowledge that building a truly effective and collaborative culture does take time and effort. And in doing so, we as administrators might also encounter challenges such as things like misconceptions that simply giving the teachers the standards or curriculum guides guarantees some kind of common curriculum for all students rather than a starting place for both conversation and collaboration. There also may be resistance from staff to even collaborate in the first place. Others may feel they can't due to a lack of time, insufficient support, or inadequate training. There may also be inefficient or ineffective teacher participation and evaluation, which can then hinder the development of a collaborative culture that focuses on improving both teaching and learning. And finally, principals may struggle to provide specific or actionable feedback to teachers, which is then essential for improving the teaching practices. To overcome these, there are several steps we can take. We could focus on establishing very clear team protocols for how we actually work together and how we also analyze student learning. We can also keep our focus centered on what students need to learn and how we'll know if they've learned it and how we'll respond to their needs as we continuously check in. We can also work together to develop a team culture to ensure that our collaborations are both productive and respectful. We need to make sure that these efforts will be results-oriented, always keeping student achievement and success as our number one goal. As a vice principal, I will aim to be committed to supporting my staff throughout all of this. It is my hope that we could work together to make time for meaningful collaboration, to provide necessary resources to all staff members, and also make sure that we celebrate our successes as we see the positive impact in our students' learning. Because ultimately, our goal is to create a school-wide culture where we all are learning and we're all growing together to ensure that the success of every student is possible. And I believe that through strong, effective PLCs, we can achieve this. So, thank you for your time, and all the best to you on this journey to building positive culture and strong collaborative PLCs.